Live here. Okay. I think I'm on. All right. Just gonna wait a little, see if someone wants to hop on. And hopefully everyone can hear me. Okay, we have a few people. I'm on both Facebook and Instagram. So once again, I apologize. I think Facebook, for you guys, I'm going to be looking down because I'm going to be looking at the Instagram because that's where my phone is, and I think it makes more sense. We got Chloe in the background. She's always in one of the videos. If it's not Chloe, it's Joey. So if you're not a cat person, I'm sorry. So welcome to my page. I am Toni Marinucci. I am a registered dietitian, and today we are talking about how to make 2018 your healthiest year yet. So you're probably making your New Year's resolutions, and you're probably, going on really like headstrong, like you really want to make 2018 your healthiest year. And I want to give you steps and strategies on how you're going to do that. All right. So going forward, whatever your goal is, nutrition related, I before we get started, you need to grab a pen and paper. Chloe, hold on. You can't be looking at yourself in the video. This has been on for 5 seconds. Chloe, get down. Yeah. Anyways, she just likes to, whatever. Okay. Anyways, so today we're talking about how to make 2018 your healthiest year yet, setting those New Year's resolutions and really making them stick, okay? People, I know you're pumped up and I'm excited for you. It's 2018, you have these goals set, and you're really clear that this year is going to be the year that you finally lose the weight, or you really commit to just being healthy and just feeling better. You just want to get fit this year. You're trying to just be more mindful of your food choices, maybe develop a healthier relationship with food. Whatever it is, you're going to have different reasons why you want to make 2018 your healthiest year yet. And I'm not here to tell you which to choose, but I am going to tell you and give you strategies on how to make those goals realistic and stick. Okay? So you need everyone who is on the call tonight, I need you to get a pen and paper. You're going to need to be writing things down if you really want this to work for you. You don't have to do I'm going to give kind of like a worksheet, honestly. It's kind of like a workbook. I'm going to explain to you on like how to actually make these New Year's resolutions come about. So you can get a pen and paper and you can do it right now, or you can just take notes, and then when we hang up on the call, you can do it. But you have to do the work, just like anything in life. If you want results, you have to put the work in. So I want you to get a pen and paper, and I want you to start writing down what I'm going to say. All right. So first things first, you probably have a ton of different goals in your head, a ton of different things that you want to work on. What I want you to do is separate them into personal, professional, spiritual, health and fitness, overall wellness, whatever it is. Kind of just like jot all of the ideas, all the goals that you have that you want to work on for 2018 and write them down. Get them out of your head. Just write it all down, okay? Then you're going to pick 3. I don't want you to pick more than 3, because if you pick more than 3 goals, realistically, you're not going to give 150% to that goal. You're going to spread yourself thin, less likely to actually stay accountable and actually follow through with those. So I really want you, for the purpose of this exercise, to pick 1. But if you want to pick 3 for 2018, that's totally fine. All right. But when you're thinking a year ahead, that's a lot of work to do for 1 year's time. So we're going to break it down, make it easier for you. But if you really want to fit in and make the best of 2018, I'm suggesting that you pick 1 to maybe 3 goals tops and really focus in on that one. All right. So if you're just joining in, I'm recommending you get a pen and paper because we're doing an activity together. Also, for those on Facebook, I'm sorry, I'm looking down at my Instagram. I have you on my laptop, and then I have you on my phone, so I'm trying to focus in one camera, but it doesn't work. I need to get a tripod. All right, So, and also if you're not able to stay on for the whole call, this will be posted on Instagram. It'll be up for 24 hours, and on Facebook it will be posted, so you can kind of watch it whenever. So yeah. And also, oh, my website, tipswithtony.com, everything we're going over today is already posted on the website. And I'll put the link in my profile after, and I'll probably comment on Facebook in the comments, put the link in there. So yeah, if you need to go, you can't stay for the whole time, you will be able to go to tipswithtony.com to kind of recap everything that was said here. However, I think that when you hear me say it and we do it together, you're more likely to kind of follow through or understand where I'm coming from rather than reading, which is why I love videos. But the blog is good. So if you want to check out the blog, go check it out. All right, so who remembers, and you can raise your hand or comment below, who remembers in social studies having to write current events? I promise there's a point to this and we're getting somewhere. But do you guys remember having to do your current events, like, and comment like who, what, when, where, why of something that recently happened? Anybody want to say? I know sometimes it's delayed with comments and stuff like that. Anyway, so my point is, so when it comes to current events, you had to write down your who, your what, your when, your where, your why. So what I want you guys to do is the same exact thing with your goal, okay? So if your goal for 2018 is to get fit, you're then going to write down each of, we're going to go through the who's, the what's, the when's, the where's, the why's of getting fit, all right? So let's start. So who, right? We all know the obvious. Who would be you, right? You are the one creating the goal. You are the one actually, going after this goal. So you are the obvious answer for who, right? However, who is going to help you get to your goal, and who might kind of hurt you and not really lead you toward your goal. So an easy example of this, as we all know, is if you're trying to get fit, or maybe just starting to exercise, you've never exercised before, then schedule an appointment with a personal trainer. They are that person that's going to help teach you the fundamentals, give you some ideas, some strategies. They have experience. They have the knowledge. They're going to be the ones that are going to help you get from where you are now to where you want to be. Okay, so the who would be you, and then maybe investing in a personal trainer. Maybe you've dieted before and you're kind of done dieting. You don't want to keep dieting, and you just really want to really understand how to develop a healthy relationship with food, how to get the weight off and keep it for good. That's when you want to invest in a registered dietitian. We're the nutrition experts in the field. Those are the people that you want to connect with. So personal trainers, registered dietitians, depending on what your goal is. Like if I'm trying to get out of debt, I'm going to seek a financial advisor. You have to go to the experts. Those are the people that are going to help you, okay? And then the flip side, who is going to take you further away from your goals, okay? We all have that friend or family member that really tempts us to maybe like, let's go out tonight of drinking, or they maybe make you like homemade cookies and they're always bringing you food, or, maybe they're not really into going to the gym and they rather just lay around, on a Saturday, but Saturdays are your day where you can be physically active. So I'm not telling you to get rid of your friends, and I'm not telling you to stop being in, relationships with these people that might not be helping you with your goals. But what I am telling you is that you might need to have a conversation with these people, and you might need to speak up and talk to them and tell them, like, listen, I'm very serious about my goal. This is something I really want to do. And I know that I might not do it perfectly all the time. I know that I might stray off path, but I would really, really appreciate your support in helping me get to my goal. So, you want to recognize the people that might not be helping you and turn them into people that can actually help you. Okay, so that's the who's of creating your New Year's resolution. Who meaning you, and who meaning who's going to help you or who's going to hurt you, and how can we work that in your favor to help support you all the way through 2019, guys. That's 12 months. So we're going to get to that in a little bit, but it's a long time to have a goal for an entire year. Okay, so we'll get to there. I don't want to skip too much, but okay. So we went over the who's. Now we're going to go over the what. So what do you need to do to get to your goal? Your what is also your how. That's really the meat of your goals, is what is it going to take to get there? So an example of this is, the more specific you are, the better off you're going to be. So what for a goal for you is, I want to eat more vegetables. Great goal, right? We all know we can benefit from eating more vegetables. So maybe you might say, okay, I'm going to get to that goal by adding a side salad to my dinner every night. Okay, fair. That's a good goal, and that's a good action plan to get to that goal. However, we want to be specific. So another example would be, I want to eat 5 servings of vegetables a day. So it's not that you want to eat more vegetables. You want to eat 5 servings of vegetables a day. Okay, so you might do that, and then you can say, okay, I'm going to pack maybe each day, I'll pack like a bag of like baby carrots, cherry tomatoes, and cucumbers in a Ziploc bag and have my side salad at dinner. Or or I'll always have like make half of my plate vegetables for dinner and have vegetables as a snack. And that's kind of your goal, right? That's a specific goal to help you to eat your 5 servings of vegetables a day. But I'm going to challenge you even more. The more specific you are in your details and the more specific you are when writing down your goals, the more likely you are going to follow through with them. So same goal. I want to eat 5 servings of vegetables a day. Your action plan, I'm going to have my bag every day of baby carrots, tomatoes, and cucumbers, and usually half my plate with some sort of green, broccoli, or kale, or maybe just like like cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, whatever, making that half of my plate on a daily basis. What I'm also going to write in my action plan is, on Sundays, I'm going to roast the vegetables. I'm going to always make sure that when I go grocery shopping, I have in my bag, I always purchase that way. In my freezer, there's always frozen vegetables of some sort. So on the days when I didn't get to prep, on the times when I didn't feel like cooking, I know I can just take those out of the freezer, throw them in the microwave for 5 minutes, and I have vegetables to add to any meal of my day. Okay, so that is really how you're going to create your what, your how, to reach your goal in a specific way. So the more specific you are in the details, the more likely you are to actually reach your goals. What I'm going to warn and caution you to do is, yes, you're going to write the details down, but don't get caught up in the details. So you say, that's your plan. Now tomorrow's day 3 of 2018, and you didn't roast your vegetables yet. You still have nothing in your freezer. There's nothing in the pantry and you have no vegetables. So what do? Does that mean you go out and you purchase a cheeseburger and french fries when your goal is to eat more vegetables? No. You do the best that you can, and then you make sure that you put the intention forward to correct your goal and to find your ways to make that goal come true for the next day, right? You are always in control of your life, your goals, and yes, there's people that can get in the way. There are barriers. There are just days where you just don't feel like it. Fine. But at the end of the day, you are in control of your goal. Okay? So we'll get to that in a minute. All right. So now when. So the when is really, really important. So we know that 2019 is an entire year from now. So in 2019, it's a long time, right? So we have an entire year to figure this out. I'm gonna recommend to you that you break it down into like 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. Like, break it down so that way you're not thinking, oh, I have a whole year to do this. A year goes by really fast, especially as you get older. The older you get, the faster it goes, I swear. And here comes Chloe. I'm going to try. She's always on here every time. All right, Chloe. You'll see Chloe and Joey. I think, you know what it is? On Instagram, you guys can't see them, but on Facebook, they can, because my screen, I guess, is bigger. And now they're playing. I think I'm just going to get them out of from now. Guys, get down. This is what I deal with. Okay. All right. Anyways, I'm trying to get them out of view. Okay. All right. So when are you going to set your goal? So we have the big goal. The big goal. So an example of this, your big goal might be that you want to lose 50 pounds this year. Okay. You have 50 pounds to lose. You want to lose it. And you have a whole year to do it. Okay. Losing 50 pounds can seem a little bit overwhelming. And as I don't know if you're new to following me, then I'll just explain that when I am encouraging someone that needs to lose weight, it's to do it in a healthy way. I don't believe in like crash diets and quick fixes. I believe in behavior change, really making simple swaps throughout your day. You know, that's a whole other episode or live video that I can do. But at the end of the day, I don't want someone to go from January 2018 to October 2018, not lose any weight, and then lose the 50 pounds from, you know, October to December. That's not what we want to do. The big goal, right, is 50 pounds in the year. So then we want to break it up into segments. Okay, so if I want to lose 50 pounds a year, that's about 4 pounds a month, which means about a pound a week. So in 3 months' time, I should be down 12 pounds. In 6 months' time, I should be down 24 pounds. In 9 months, 36 or 32, whatever it is. And then in the year's time, it'll be that 50 pounds. And I don't know about you guys, but I think it's so relieving, I think, and easier to accomplish if you know that you only have to lose a pound a week. And you're going to still have to work hard to lose that pound a week if you're doing it in the right way and in a healthy way. But that is going to be much easier to accomplish and much easier to kind of grasp and hold on to and really kind of understand the changes that are happening to your body and just the overall, like, being able to stick to it. Those small changes are going to actually lead up to big changes. So, you know, you have the big goal, but you need to break it down into segments. So that when is really important. So you know that by 2019, you want your goal set, but when are you going to hit your small goals? So is it going to be by June? Is it going to be by May? Like, that's you, that's your life, your decision of when you want to create your goals and put that time frame on it. And everyone's goals are different, but it needs to get done. You can't just expect to figure it out from now until 2019. So you need to write it down and create your goals in a timely fashion. All right. So if you're just tuning in, get a pen and paper, because we are writing down our goals and how we're going to get there. And we're using a method from back in the day that I did in high school, which is current events and writing the who, what, when, where's, and whys of the situation. So we're doing the current events of our New Year's resolutions. Don't know if it's been done before, but I created it, but it's probably been created before in some ways. We'll see. And if you missed the beginning, this will be posted on Instagram for 24 hours and on Facebook for pretty much ever, unless I decide to take it down. And if you want to kind of read over what we're talking about today, you can go to tipswithtony.com and read pretty much what I'm talking about today. You can read it there, hard copy. Okay? All right, so moving on. So we're up to the most important is your why. Why do you want this change to happen in the first place? This is the most important part, because if you don't know why you're doing something, you're going to stop doing it. The second you forget why you started, we've already lost. Like, you've already given up on your goals. You need to always keep in the front of your mind why you want to create the change. Sorry, Chloe. Never leaving my cats in the room again. They're gonna have to go. Anyways, so your why is the most important thing to figure out. So if your why isn't big enough, you're not going to change. So there's a quote that comes to mind that I think of when I say this is, your desire to change has to outweigh your desire to stay the same. So if you are genuinely tired of being where you're tired of setting this goal for yourself that you've set every single year and have yet to accomplish it, and that why is strong enough, and I mean strong enough, you are going to do anything in your power to make that goal come true. Are there going to be bumps? Are you going to have to kind of retweak your goals? Absolutely. But if you genuinely understand why you're doing something in the first place, then, nothing's going to really stand in your way. It has to matter to you. It has to value to you. Think about other values in your life, things that are important to you. When they're important to you, you find a way. Okay? So I have written an article about that in the past, finding your why. It's more weight loss specific. But I think it can go for anything, just like setting these 2018 goals. If you wanted to use the strategy for, even though it's not nutrition related, but like finances or, spiritual, whatever it is, it still applies. It's just a strategy that I'm helping you work towards. So if you're figuring out, trying to find your why, trying to understand, like, it's like, okay, I get this. I every year I want to make this change, but I just don't do it. And I can't figure out why I keep slacking off. We have to figure out how important is it to you? Or we might have to just continue to remind yourself why you don't like the alternative. Okay, so you can find that also on tipswithtony.com. All right, so it's almost 9 o'clock, so I don't want to go too long. That's just about it. So when you're creating your 2018 goals, you want to remember who is affecting your goals other than yourself, who can help you, who's hurting you, who do you need to talk to that's going to help kind of keep you on the right track. What or how you're going to accomplish those goals. Where? I totally skipped over where. I knew I was skipping one. So where would be pretty much your surroundings. Where do you need to be to make if your goal is to get more fit, are you better off in a group class setting? Do you do better with home workouts? Do you do better at a gym? Do you do better working one-on-one with someone and a personal trainer? Where do you need to be surrounded by to keep you accountable, keep you on track with your goals? Do you need to, maybe it's something to do with work. Maybe you stay at work later than you're supposed to, and that's why you miss your workout class. So where do you need to be at 5 p.m. on Tuesdays? You need to be at your workout class, not at work where you're staying over late. So what if you reach your goals but put it all back plus? So if you have reached your goals and now you're backtracking, that just means you have to go back on track. But before you do it, that's why I'm doing this video. Before you just go for it, plan it out first. Everyone's really excited right now, and I love the excitement. I love the enthusiasm, and I'm soaking it all in. But we have to remember that yes, it's a new year and it's a new month, but really it's just another old day. And pretty soon the hype of the new year, new you is going to fade, and you're going to still have to find your way. And that's why using this strategy and actually writing it down and taking the 20 minutes, guys, it takes 20 minutes to write this all out, figure it out. Just putting the pen to paper, you're more likely to stay accountable and more likely to follow through on your goals. Just doing that alone, you're more likely to stick to your goals. You're going to also, though, know that you have to review those goals. So after you write it down, you need to put it on a piece of paper and put it somewhere that you can read on a regular basis, if not daily. And just remember, you're going to fall off track, but you can't let that time of when you're falling off track go from just not caring and completely just checking out about it. You always have to stay somewhat mindful, always bring it back, and remember that it's never too late to get back on track. Because if we take small baby steps and we fall off a little bit, but we get back on, then, those steps really add up, and by the end of the year, you've actually made huge strides. So it's much better to do it a little bit on a slower rate. It's a more realistic rate than just going quickly right into what you want to do and then falling off track. So, good question. All right. So that's pretty much it for the topic of making 2018 your healthiest year yet. I also wanted to give you guys some updates. So every Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm going to be going live. Some really good stuff is coming out. So this Thursday, if you don't have the WVOX app, I recommend that you download it. Kind of very similar to what we talked about today. I'm going to talk about on the radio on Thursday. That's 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern. And you need the WVOX app to listen. It's very informal. Jovan, I do it with my friend Jovan on the radio, and we pretty much make fun of each other and laugh for the first 30 minutes, and then the second half, it gets a little bit serious. We talk about New Year's resolutions and goal planning and all that stuff. So if you want a kind of little quick recap and to laugh in between, then you want to listen to us on the radio at WVOX.com from 8 to 9 this Thursday. and download the app, because I don't know, when I go to the website on my phone, it just doesn't really work, but the app works really well. Or if you're in the Westchester area, go to 1460 AM and you can listen on the radio. So that's pretty much the updates. The Gymwits, we are coming out with the intermittent fasting episode. I believe it's coming out tonight. So if you have not downloaded the Gymwits podcast, do that on iTunes, or there's also a Gymwits app. There's gymwits.com. Intermittent fasting is a huge, I want to say fad, but it's not really a fad because there is science behind it. But it's right now, it is what a lot of people are doing. I don't want to go too much into it because I want you guys to listen to the podcast, but it's a really, really great episode. So I'm pretty sure it's going to get posted tonight, if not tomorrow morning. So you don't want to miss out on that. And then lastly, I am still taking clients for January 2018. So if you're interested in working one-on-one with me, just comment below or send me a message or send me an email at tipswithtony@gmail.com. And then if you're just looking for more like group accountability and you kind of want to, we don't really need an individual diet counseling from a dietitian, but you want just like added support, let me know and we can figure out a place to put you in that aspect too, because I do have the support groups as well. So that's about it. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for your patience. With my cats always in the background, it's really embarrassing, and as much as I love them, they need to like relax, and I need to remind myself to not keep them in the room. The thing is, when I don't keep them in the room, they meow and then they're annoying and then I have to let them in. So and they're not even children, they're just my cats. And thank you for people on Facebook for watching me with my eyes down, because I'm looking at my Instagram. I'm going to get a camera. I probably should have asked for that for Christmas. All right, anyways. But yeah, so thanks guys for tuning in. Have a wonderful, wonderful day and night, and you're so welcome. Bye guys. I want to hear, let me know what your 2018 goals are. Let me know if this strategy worked for you, and yeah, that's it. Just let me know. Let me know that I'm helping, because I love helping you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Bye guys. Have a good night.